Hi Alison, thanks for getting in touch. This is quite a complicated little question. I'm going to sort of talk you through it by just looking at something numerically first of all and try and think what would we do if we had to divide something like this and try and think how to work through that. The first thing I'd do is I'd think about the top of this fraction, and I need a common denominator here. So I need to put this one over 2, which means I'd have to times the top of that one by 2 as well. And now we could work out the top of that fraction. I've got 7 take away 4, which is 3 over 2 for the top bit. And this is still being divided by 7. So I've got 3 divided by 2 divided by 7 again. And so my answer for this bit here numerically would be 3 over 14. So looking at this algebraic one then, so there's a lot to it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over the square root of x squared add 1. And so that means I need to times the top here by another x squared add 1. And I've got 2 square roots here. So actually the square root of x squared add 1 times the square root of x squared add 1 is just x squared add 1. So the top of this then, I've got x squared take away x squared, and I've got minus 1 over the square root of x squared add 1. This is still to be divided by the other x squared, and so the answer to this one here is minus 1 over x squared, the square root of x squared add 1. The second one of them, f, is very similar to the one I just did, and there is more examples of this. There's an example 13 in the examples pack. But the one after G, I'll do this one as well. This is another complicated one here, because this time we've got 2 different denominators there. So the common denominator of this top bit is 2, the square root of 1 plus x, the square root of x. That's the common denominator of these 2 things. This one here I've times by root x. So the top I times by root x as well to give me x. This one I've times by the root of x plus 1, so I'll times again by the root of x plus 1, that gives me x plus 1 here. We've also still got this x on the bottom here, which I'm just going to put on the bottom of this fraction here, there. And so my answer here then, I'm going to have an x take away x, I've got a minus 1 on the top here again. I'm just going to change the order I'm writing this, simply so that that x there doesn't get sort of mixed up in these square roots here. And so that would be my answer for that one. I mean, the only thing to say, something like that, I would guess in a class of 20, certainly 10 would get that wrong. Probably 15 would struggle with that. It would only be the top 2 or 3 that would actually breeze through that without any problems. It's quite tough fractions to work through. But well done for asking. Hope that helps. Look forward to seeing you in September.